We're ready for an all-out war, toe-to-toe. I got Al Azteca, the two-time world champion in 2 divisions.
I like that. I mean, it's good for the fans. If I'm the fans, that's what I want.
If at any point, I see it, I have him hurt, I won't hesitate to pull the trigger. And I know it's going to be, it's the same for him.
Tensions exploded at the final press conference between boxing icon Manny Pacquiao and WBC welterweight champion Mario Barrios, just days ahead of their high-stakes clash at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas this Saturday, July 19th. What was supposed to be a standard face-off quickly turned into a fiery exchange of words and energy, hinting at the explosive action that's bound to unfold inside the ring. This unexpected brawl has only fueled anticipation for what could be one of the most unforgettable comebacks in boxing history.
We're ready for an all-out war, toe-to-toe. I got Al Azteca, the two-time world champion in 2 divisions. Give this man his flowers, his props. Toe-to-toe, all-out war. We're prepared for the best Manny Pacquiao. We're not sleeping on him. Like I said, I picked Keith Thurman to beat him. Lo and behold, I'm there ringside. Keith Thurman's on the deck in the first round. In the 12th round, they're raising Manny Pacquiao's hand and setting the record. But we're not going to allow that to happen July 19th, with all due respect to the icon.
Pacquiao, recently inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame, is stepping out of retirement and back into the spotlight, not just for another appearance, but with the goal of reclaiming championship glory. At 46, he's chasing history by attempting to win another world title, showing that his passion for boxing has not faded despite his time away from the ring. Known for his lightning speed and relentless drive, Pacquiao insists he's ready to prove he still has what it takes.
I like that. I mean, it's good for the fans. If I'm the fans, that's what I want.
I don't know if you pay attention to it, but according to the odds makers, you are the underdog coming into this fight. They have the champion, Mario Barrios, as the favorite. Do you pay any attention to that? And what do you want to tell those that claim that you are the underdog?
Oh, that's fine. I mean, there's so many fights that I had. I am an underdog, and
for Mario Barrios, this fight is personal and professional. Not only does he see this as an opportunity to solidify his place in boxing's elite, but he also carries a bit of resentment over being chosen as Pacquiao's comeback opponent. And he admitted that while it's an honor to share the ring with such a legendary figure, he feels slightly insulted that Pacquiao would target him after nearly 4 years away. The 29-year-old champ is determined to make sure that Pacquiao regrets that decision.
He's definitely one of a kind. It wasn't an easy style, to try to copy in training camp. So we're trying to get as many different southpaw looks as we could. But I feel like we did a really good job, and I feel like we got the necessary rounds in. So like I said, all of that, it just I think it's gonna show come fight night.
Interestingly, during the build-up to the fight, an unexpected moment unfolded that added even more heat to the already tense atmosphere. While addressing media questions alongside his coach, Mario Barrios appeared visibly irritated when asked about how he planned to avoid getting hit by Pacquiao's famously fast combinations. The question, although standard in pre-fight interviews, seemed to strike a nerve with both Barrios and his corner.
I'll show it on Saturday.
Well, you gotta remember something. I'll give the game plan away. He can punch too. So we coming too.
What's his best power shot,
he
Bob?
He can punch with both hands.
Straight
He
down
can
the line.
punch. Everybody talk about Manny Pacquiao can do this and Manny Pacquiao can do that. And nobody's talking about Al Azteca. He didn't become a 2-time world champion by accident. And everybody he's been in the ring with he's either put out or he's hurt. So we can punch too. So he can do a plethora of things too. So we're gonna be ready too.
Adding even more hype to this already electric buildup, former world champion Shawn Porter has stepped into the conversation, and what he's revealed has shocked many in the boxing world. And according to him, what he witnessed was nothing short of astonishing. Porter, who has shared the ring with some of the best welterweights of this era, admitted that Pacquiao's private training session showed signs of something most doubted they'd see again. Manny Pacquiao looking like he's still in his prime.
Everything, man. Manny coming back 4 years out the game and all that kind of stuff. He's really convinced himself that even though he's been playing basketball and badminton and, you know, all these other things that, you know, he stayed in shape enough to come back to the game. I watched him train like last week or the week before, and, you know, amazing to see him still move and bounce and do all the same things that he was doing in camp years ago when I was with him. So I think he's healthy. I think he's going to be strong. And you know what they say, man, the last thing to go is that power. Mario Barrios has a perfect style for him. You know, we can't ignore that. And I kind of feel like I want to leave it right there, man. I don't know. I just think with the perfect style.
Sean Porter didn't just hype up Pacquiao's training. He issued a clear and serious warning to Mario Barrios. The threat is real. According to him, this isn't a nostalgic farewell bout for a retired legend. It's a live wire situation where Pacquiao is not only sharp, but still dangerous. Porter said plainly that Barrios needs to understand the level he's about to face, because the usual tactics won't work. Porter strongly suggested that fight night won't be a slow, cautious chess match. He predicted explosiveness from the opening bell.
It ain't much that you can do with a Manny Pacquiao that's still bouncy, that's still explosive. We'll see.
At the same time, former world champion Chris Algieri, who faced Manny Pacquiao over a decade ago, added his voice to the growing conversation, and his perspective, shaped by first-hand experience, raised some serious concerns for Mario Barrios. Though Algieri made it clear that he doesn't believe Pacquiao is the exact same fighter from 11 years ago, he was quick to point out that even a slightly diminished version of Manny is still a major threat.
You know, and I can't expect Manny to be the guy he was when I fought him 11 years ago, or the guy who fought Marquez the second time 15 years ago. You know, he's going to be a different fighter. The issue, I'm sorry, well, not the issue, but the factor that Manny Pacquiao can punch makes him be able to fight a little bit longer. When you see guys that go on for a long time, it's usually guys who can punch. You have that power, you have that eraser. You know, think of like George Foreman, you know, into his 40s. You know, those kind of guys tend to last a little longer. A guy like Bernard Hopkins, who's just super scrappy and learned how to, you know, fight in spots and control the ring. Manny's not that guy. He's more of the puncher guy. So he has an opportunity because of his power to still be around. And listen, Barrios is a warrior. He likes to fight. He likes to engage. He's going to be there to hit at times.
Adding more fuel to the already blazing buildup, Mario Barrios' head coach Bob Santos has stepped in with a bold and defiant message aimed directly at Manny Pacquiao. Santos didn't just express confidence. He issued a strong warning to the boxing legend, making it clear that Team Barrios isn't intimidated by Pacquiao's legacy or the hype surrounding his return. Santos drew a sharp and pointed comparison to one of boxing's most iconic upsets, Buster Douglas versus Mike Tyson. According to Santos, the same kind of twist is about to happen on July 19th. Only this time, it will be Mario Barrios delivering the shock.
Maybe that's what they seen in his last performance. It wasn't to the standard that maybe they thought. They thought they see some holes there, and he's going to be the weakest link. But you know, I always tell people this though too. You know, Buster Douglas also lost before he fought Mike Tyson, but he didn't lose when he fought Mike Tyson that night. Yesterday is yesterday, today's today, and they're going to be in for a big shock July 19th.
Sounds good. So you've also mentioned that you've been around Freddie Roach before. You've seen him train. So how were you just around looking with your eyes? Did you see Manny Pacquiao train? Do you know?
No. I know him real well because obviously I done camps with him with Robert Guerrero. So Robert Guerrero was a sparring partner for Manny Pacquiao. So it wasn't just that I was there. I mean, I seen him when he first came to the United States. So I've been in and around Manny Pacquiao.
Meanwhile, veteran trainer Jeff Mayweather has firmly placed his support behind Manny Pacquiao, adding yet another major voice to the ongoing buildup surrounding the July 19th showdown. Known for his deep boxing knowledge and family legacy within the sport, Jeff didn't mince words when it came to his belief in how this fight will play out. He's convinced that Pacquiao will dominate Mario Barrios. Jeff went further, saying this fight is more about Pacquiao winning than anything Barrios brings to the table.
I feel that if Pacquiao still has the speed, he's definitely going to hit Barrios. But I don't know what kind of power he's going to have. If he has power and speed, Pacquiao's going to win. Because Pacquiao's definitely going to hit him.
I mean, do you think obviously you got to do what you got to do in the ring and get your hand raised, but I mean, do you think, you know, he's not coming back to lose a fight, right? They're pretty confident that this is a fight he can win.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, this is really more about Pacquiao winning than Barrios winning.
Barrios, also known as El Azteca, has had an intense training camp, fully aware of the magnitude of this fight. He's not taking Pacquiao lightly and has prepared for every possible scenario. Confident in his conditioning and punching power, he made it clear that he won't be looking for a knockout, but he'll be bringing bad intentions with every strike.
I'm not going in there looking for a knockout, but I go in there with bad intentions. I know I have power in both hands, and yeah, you know, if at any point, you know, I see I have him hurt, you know, I won't hesitate to pull the trigger. And I mean, I know it's gonna be, you know, it's the same for him.
He wants to test the Filipino legend across all 12 rounds and push him to his limits. Barrios grew up watching many of his boxing heroes fall to Pacquiao, but he especially remembers Juan Manuel Marquez's knockout victory over Pacquiao, calling it one of his favorite moments. Now he's aiming to deliver a similar memory of his own.
Well, he has had some legendary moments, no secret. And in your mind, Mario, what is your favorite Manny Pacquiao moment?
My favorite moment, I was always a big, you know, Marquez fan growing up, and you know, so watching all of their wars, you know, as I was coming up, I think I was like 16 or 17 when Marquez had knocked him out, and it was actually here at the MGM, and that was definitely, you know, one of my favorites.
Despite being viewed as the underdog, Pacquiao embraces the role. He's been there before and often thrived under that label. He's confident that his conditioning, even at his age, will surprise many. Pacquiao said he still trains like he's in his 20s, maintaining the same level of discipline and energy. According to him, his long layoff hasn't affected his form because he never stopped exercising or staying active. His message was simple: he's coming to fight, entertain, and win.
That's part of the fight, the game. Like, you know, but you know, it's not the end there. Like, it's okay. We fighters, we accept defeat, but
Robert Garcia made it clear that this isn't just about legacy or pride. It's about the fans. He credited them for keeping boxing alive and said that every time he steps into the ring, it's with the goal of delivering an exciting performance. He promised that Saturday night will bring action, effort, and entertainment. His love for toe-to-toe battles hasn't changed, and he believes this fight will be no different.
So Barrios is strong.
His power's underrated. You think heading into
Pacquiao's 46. I think Pacquiao wins because he does have a chance of winning because he's fast and strong. It's got to be under 4 or 5 rounds.
I think 4 rounds.
Because if it goes past that, then his legs, his condition could go in favor of Barrios. That's the way I think, man. That's the way I see it. If Pacquiao wins, it's got to be under 4 or 5 rounds.
I think he does it.
All right, so it's like, look, we just seen Chavez, and Chavez 39, and Chavez waited, pushed the last 2-3 rounds to try to win, and he did win those rounds. But if he would have done it early, he wouldn't have finished the last 7 rounds.
Barrios echoed the same sentiment of fan-first entertainment, but added that his main focus is winning. His respect for Pacquiao's accomplishments doesn't change the fact that he intends to beat him. He believes his youth, hunger, and power will be enough to overcome Pacquiao's experience and legendary status. Though respectful at the press conference, he warned that once the bell rings, the smiles will be gone and the real fight begins. He's prepared for a war and expects Pacquiao to bring his best, but insists that it won't be enough.
Manny Pacquiao is younger. He's younger, he's big, he's a big boy. I mean, he still has a little bit more youth in him than Manny. You know, Manny, if I'm not mistaken, I think Mario Barrios is probably same size as Margarito.
I think so, like 5'10", 5'11".
Around there, yeah. And Manny at this age, he shouldn't be fighting. You know, I mean, in my opinion, I respect the man a lot. He gave the sport of boxing his life. He gave us great moments, great memories.
This fight also is drawing attention enormously within the boxing world. Boxing star Tim Bradley made headlines when he was asked for his prediction. His answer was confident and straightforward. He picked Pacquiao to win easily. When pressed further, Bradley predicted the bout would result in Manny's favor and end in a unanimous decision for Pacquiao. His support adds another layer of intrigue, especially coming from someone with first-hand insight into Pacquiao's training and mindset.
Look, Manny Pacquiao is a different animal. Peyton Manning, Tom Brady come out of retirement all the time, and he does what he does. This is Manny Pacquiao. Yes, do you worry about him? He's facing a young gun, a guy that's fighting at the best of his ability right now. And Barrios, yeah, you worry about that. Barrios is a really good boxer, strong. Look, but it's Manny. Manny's C game, D game is a lot better than a lot of guys' A game. If Manny's coming back, he believes that he can win. It'd be interesting to see.
With just days remaining until fight night, excitement continues to build. The press conference brawl added fuel to an already fiery matchup. Both fighters are clearly locked in, mentally and physically. Pacquiao wants to add one more legendary moment to his already historic career. Barrios wants to carve his name into the sport's history by defeating a living legend. Both are motivated by pride, passion, and legacy, and that combination usually leads to unforgettable nights inside the ring.
June 21 of 2001, Manny Pacquiao was a huge underdog. Nobody knew who Manny Pacquiao was. Now he returns here 24 years later, big underdog. He loves being in that position. I think the experience and the punching power is going to be the difference.
How much does he love the fans here when he competes, especially at the MGM Grand Garden Arena? This will be his 16th appearance here at the MGM Grand.
You know what? This is where he's had some of his best and greatest nights. I'm from Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas for anybody out here. We love Las Vegas. Best fight fans in the world.
Saturday's event isn't just another boxing match. It's a collision of generations, a battle between greatness and ambition. Pacquiao has been counted out before, but he's proven people wrong time and again. Barrios sees this as a changing of the guard moment, an opportunity to show the world he belongs at the top. There's something deeply compelling about a 46-year-old warrior refusing to fade quietly, instead choosing to challenge a young champion in his prime. And while age is a factor, Pacquiao's heart, experience, and relentless training may level the playing field. Barrios, on the other hand, enters the ring with nothing to lose and everything to gain. The fight has all the ingredients of a classic, a legend's return, a champion's hunger, and a fan base hungry for drama. Whether it ends in a knockout or goes the distance, one thing is certain: when Pacquiao and Barrios step into the ring on July 19th, the world will be watching. And with tensions already boiling over before the first punch is even thrown, fireworks are all but guaranteed. Don't miss a second of the action. Hit that like button, subscribe for more exclusive fight content, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the full fight breakdown, reactions, and post-fight analysis right here on the channel. Who are you backing, Pacquiao or Barrios? Drop your prediction in the comments below.